But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Candy Shop. I am Candace, and this is The Candy Shop channel. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Talk to me in this chat. I want to talk to you, and excuse me if you're my kids in the background. My man is holding it down. My man is holding it down with the kids. But I definitely want to get into Married to Medicine. Now all of a sudden my kids want to scream when I'm on. But I want to get into the show. I think this season is going to be really good. It's been a lot that has transpired in these first two episodes, and let's talk about it. So this review will mainly be about the second episode, but I did want to hit on a couple of things from the first episode. So first off, I don't like Sweet Tea. I'm not feeling her. And I'm a Texas girl. Even though I'm from Wisconsin, I've lived a lot of my life in Texas. Majority of my family is from Texas. And I'm just not feeling her. I don't like her style. I don't like the fact that I don't know, it's just cringy, some of the things that she talks about. I will say this, though. She does have that soft Texas look. She's a very beautiful girl, but I just am not feeling her at all. And when she talked about she had basically the best thing about connecting with him is having access to his money, or being engaged is having access to his money, I thought that was a trip. And I know I saw something in Hey Chi-Town. Yes, make sure you guys hit that like button and join my channel. But yes, I agree with Heavenly when she says she's copper digging, because I'll say this. So on Instagram, I saw a clip from her. She talked about how everything was edited not in the right order, and that when she said that, it was a joke. So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt of that. But I'm still not feeling Miss Sweetie, Letitia. And it's funny, she got the same name as somebody on Love and Marriage Huntsville that I don't feel too much. And come to find out, she keeps on talking about her military experience. She was not in there for a very long time, only a few years active duty. Oh, okay. Well, she still served. If she was there a few years, she still served. So thank you for your service, Miss Letitia. But let's get into episode 2. So I did take some notes just to keep track a little bit. It's a lot. Chantal, you said, but she also made a weird statement on next week's episode that, yeah, I agree. But let's get into the episode. So I thought it was funny on this episode that Phaedra's wig fell off during yoga. Like, excuse me, how did they catch that? And hey, Red Label Confessions and Reactions and Investigations. Yes, 2 nights in a row. I'm gonna keep them coming. I'm gonna crank this out whether y'all are here or not. I'm gonna crank this stuff out. But yes, her wig falling off in those first few clips was funny to me. That was hilarious. But and hey, Karan, good to see you. What is she gonna say? Yeah, she's tired, but she's trying to act like she had all this money and she doesn't. So we'll get into that, because I know she says she works from home and she works for the government or whatever, and it gives her a better work-life balance to be this Stepford wife. That's the way she sounded when she was describing her being a wife stuff. But Heavenly's wig was funny to me. But moving on from that, we get to Phaedra and Quad talking. Now, this is the first time that we see Miss Quad. Miss Quad, she got it. She got it. That's my girl. I like Quad. Though I don't agree with everything that she does sometimes, I like Miss Quad because she's a part of the original cast. I like Miss Mariah as well. Mariah was my favorite. Yes, and hey, Toria, good to see you. But we get into them talking. Quad has a new friend whose name is Gentleman, even though we saw his face. I thought that was funny too. That's so Atlanta. Atlanta people are so extra to me at times, even though I know Quad is not from Atlanta, but Atlanta people can be very extra. But she was like, I got a new friend, and he's fine. And she was like, his name is Gentleman. So, yes. Hey, Pam, good to see you. And hey, BJ Daz, good to see you as well. Yes, Quad is my girl. And so
they start talking about the DUI stuff. So what do y'all think about this? So the DUI was initially brought up on the first episode by Latoya, who is, I'm not going to say I dislike her, but she's kind of one of my least favorites because of all, just since season one with her fight with Mariah. I've never been a big Latoya fan, but she brings up Quad's DUI. Quad talks about how the DUI, basically she did not want to submit, or I guess take the breathalyzer test or whatever. So when it went to court, it was thrown out. Her lawyers got it taken care of. So what I don't understand was why Toya was being shady. Now, the last season, I didn't watch all of the last season, so I don't know what transpired between Quad and Toya, but just from basically the recap that Bravo gave, it does look like some stuff went down on the reunion. So who knows? But the DUI stuff, that's null and void. I didn't like Toya being messy. And then another thing that surprised me was, Heavenly and Quad not getting along. Now, well, I'm not going to say I'm surprised because Heavenly talked trash about everybody on the show. And even though I wasn't watching all of last season, I was watching Heavenly's lives last year. And she was being hella shady. And she's even being shady now. And I just don't get it. Heavenly is funny, but it's like, okay, either you want your friends or you want fame on social media. Like, which is it? Choose a side. Because you can't be like throwing shade at everybody all the time. I don't like the way Toya treats Eugene. Yeah, I've never liked that. And I like Eugene. He's so nice. Toya is cringy though with a lot of stuff that she does, even with the conversation that she had with her kids about sex. For one, now my opinion on that with the whole sex talk with your kids, everybody knows when their kids are ready to have that talk, and her boys just still, as cute as they can be, they still just seem too young to have that talk, but maybe they're not, but they just seem too young. And boys at that age, honestly, at times, especially with this new age, they're not into girls at that age. Like, a lot of them are playing video games and doing stuff. I would have saved that conversation for high school instead of now. Toya was being shady because of what Quad said about her last season about the break in the other girl's house, who is no longer on the show. Yeah, Nyla, I saw that. And hey, Pink Dynamite, Heavenly is a mean girl. Yes, she is. She is. And I know she wants to be entertaining, but I don't get it. Like, Heavenly has no bottom at all. And that's the part that's disturbing, because if you have no bottom and you're being as shady like this, I can't trust you as a friend. Yeah, you're my coworker. We're going to talk on the show, and it's going to be just small talk. What did crack me up about Heavenly is when she talked about Phaedra saying the truth is not in her. Now that was hilarious. And speaking of Phaedra, I like Phaedra on this show. I have Miss Phaedra on Housewives as well. No, they are too young. Yes, exactly. The talk should have been thank you, Toria. I 100% agree. I definitely agree. Heavenly is crazy. But going to Sweet Tea and Gregory. So that's when she starts talking about, we're going to their scene. She's cooking for him. She works from home. And they get into a discussion about the wedding and that he's paying for it. And we all know he's paying for it. And she was like, I'm paying for it too. And she's only paying 10%. Let me take my sip on that. Gregory, I have a lot of thoughts on the Gregory situation with Sweet Tea, and we're going to talk about that for a little bit, because I want to talk about that dress fitting and Sweet Tea being a part of that Sugar Baby Club or whatever it is, the support for younger women dating older men or whatever. So just to give a disclaimer. Well, I'm not even gonna give a disclaimer. So I'm an older millennial. Sweet Tea is a younger millennial, and so Dr. G, I looked up his age because he actually looks good for his age. Dr. G is 56 and she's 31, so there is like a 25-year age gap with them. like Chi-Town said, it's giving gold digger vibes. I'm not even gonna say copper. It's giving gold digger vibes because one, why are you a part of a support group now? Oh, and hey, Barmy's World, good to see you. But I recall with myself, like I said, I'm a millennial. About 15 years ago. Do y'all remember that site sugarbabies.com? Yeah, I was familiar with it. I never joined it, but I was familiar with it. That's what it's giving. It's giving those vibes. And for her to be a part of this support group for dating Gregory, and then her friend, she met some woman in the group or whatever. She wants access to his money. He's paying for 90% of the wedding and all this other stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird. Like I'm not feeling her. And then she has a big issue with Quad, which I didn't realize like from the previews before I watched the show. They made it seem like she didn't have an issue. But clearly she has a big issue with Quad. And the part that's interesting to me is, how do you expect to come on this show? You're coming on a show that was fully established by someone who, like, you're replacing someone who was originally on the show from the very beginning. And you moved into her house. You married her husband. It's giving fangirl to me. It's just weird. Weird. What do y'all think of that? About Sweet Tea and the whole Quad situation. It's like she wants to be Quad. I wouldn't be surprised if she was a big fan of Quad and she just sought Dr. G out because she knew he was single and she wanted a place on the show. Just freaking weird. And it's giving daddy-daughter relationship too. Yes. They don't even have kids yet, and she was a house assistant. She wants a house assistant? Who is a house assistant? And yes, Karan, see? It's so freaking weird. And it's like, from the scenes, she does look like Toya. But back on season 1, I used to think Toya and Dr. Simone look alike. They have their eyes, something with their eyes, they all look alike to me. She's going to get pregnant and have her hooks in him forever. And I saw something, I think on IG, where they were trying to say she was pregnant too. But he seems like a nice man. His voice is irritating to me, but he really, really, really needs to watch it with this young woman. And I'm with Phaedra, like, they need a prenup or something. And that's another thing with him and Phaedra. Do y'all think him and Phaedra actually slept together? I know she said that they've known each other for 20 years. And when he first moved to Atlanta, that was when they connected or whatever. But it's just, all of it is interesting. First of all, I would never move into the house where he was with his ex-wife for several years. I understand the house is not paid off, but we will turn it into an Airbnb and rent it out. I 100% agree with you. And what does she need an assistant for? Dr. Heavenly said yesterday that Dr. G said he still loves Quad. What? Toria, do expound on this. I didn't see this. So, first of all, Dr. G is saying he still loves Quad, even though he's, like, they said the relationship between him and Quad was very dark and he didn't feel, I think I wrote it down. He talked about how he didn't feel protected with Quad. That was another thing that confused me. I wanted to know protected how, or he didn't feel safe. What did he mean by he didn't feel safe with Quad? And she said she's not. Oh, okay. Fibroids. Oh. But Dr. G, I don't know. So, Chi-Town, you think Phaedra and Dr. G slept together? Oh, Phaedra. It just brings me back to Housewives of Atlanta when, what's his name was on there? The singer was on there. The guy from New Jack City that sings, "If I'm Dreaming," that song, Dreaming. Don't Wake Me, I'm Dreaming. That song, Christopher Williams. Did she have some stuff with Christopher Williams or somebody? I remember there was another guy that said he had messed around with Phaedra as well. And that's what that reminds me of. But yeah, I'm not feeling Sweet Tea. I'll say this, I wanted to like her when I saw everybody else's opinion about her. I wanted to like her because she was new on the show, but her moving into Quad's house, Dr. G, he would have had to buy me a whole new house because I'm not going to redecorate somebody else's house. Secondly, I I guess for me, I would not have wanted to be on the show because if I'm really wanting to be with him, we don't need to do no show. I don't want anything tied to your past. That would be my thought process on it. If I'm really in love with you and wanting to build, we don't need any memories of what you've done in the past and this house and all of that. So everything would have to be a fresh start for me. And if we have to have a show, it's going to be our own show about our wedding. Like, I don't know, a spinoff, but we ain't going on the same show. Yes, his voice. His voice. I did want to talk about the ladies at the when they were at the dress fitting and how they were talking about Sweet Tea's bodies, Phaedra and Toya. So I thought it was funny. I didn't feel offended by it, but I know somebody that's not used to people in Atlanta and just I don't know because I don't even feel like you got to be in Atlanta. I just feel like they are older women. You can definitely see the age gap in the women because she's trying to hang with these older women and she's already getting offended by everything that they do and say. So I think for her, it's just a lack of maturity because in the end, they sounded like aunties talking about her body. And had it have been me, I just would have been like, oh, well, I'm still looking good. I got the money. So let me get this dress. Maybe I'll get smashed or snatched, maybe not, because he's okay with it. So let me read some of your comments. So Toria said, I think he did not know how to elaborate on what he was trying to say. I think he wanted kids and Quad did not. And Quad was not the touchy-feely kind of person. He wanted a lot of attention. I agree with that. Remember when she threw her birthday party and she came out in this little bikini looking outfit? I'll never forget that episode. That was Chuck that had something with Phaedra and Candy. Okay, yes. I knew it was another guy. I mixed them up. Yes. And rent that house. I am not living in it, period. You have to move me into another house. Exactly. Especially before we get married. We're not moving into that house. But with the ladies talking about her body and all that, I wasn't offended, but I can see how she could have got offended, I guess. Another thing that I thought was hilarious was that dress tag still being on her dress. That, like, I literally fell on the floor. I will say this about Atlanta. As much as I don't like it, because this is where I live. I actually live outside, but most of the jobs I've worked, I've had to drive into Atlanta. So when I do happy hours, all that, I'm in Atlanta. If you gonna come out, you literally do have to come correct. Like you can't have no dress tags on your dress, man. And I felt so bad for that girl and so embarrassed. I felt embarrassed for her as well. Yeah, it was the best. The house that Qua has now, I would move me. She has the best house on the show. Oh, okay. Yeah, she does have the best house on the show. Because I saw a tour of it on TikTok. I watched TikTok all day. I did want to say this. Somebody called that girl a beautiful mare. I think it was Phaedra during the dressing scene. I thought that was hilarious. I felt bad for Sweet Tea, but she played herself because the ladies are letting her know that they're Team Quad. Yes, they are. That's why I said I wouldn't even came on the show. Like, why would I come on a show with all of Quad's friends, Quad's house, Quad's band? Like, it's just ridiculous. I couldn't do it. And that's what makes me think she's a fangirl and her intentions and her motive are not right because she's literally she's openly embarrassing herself and not caring. So clearly it's given she wanted to be a star. So because I just couldn't do it. I couldn't be friends with my husband's ex-wife's friends. And I think she was planning on taking it back. Yeah, I think she was too, Toria. Lamb has it, Candace. Lamb has what? Hey, the real estate insider. Lamb has a clip or something. What does Lamar have? Hey, Lamar, and congratulations on his real estate insider channel reached 50,000 subs. That's where I'm trying to be. I'm gonna keep putting out this content, and y'all are this time 6 months from now. I'm gonna be there. Come on, she slid in his. Oh yes, I remember that. With her sliding into the DM talking about I can give you what you need. Like, like what are we doing? What are we doing, ma'am? Oh, he has Quad's house. Okay. Yes. Yes, but this was a hot mess. Let me see if I had any other thing that I wanted to hit on. It wasn't a lot. For me, the dynamic between I'm with Dr. Jackie, the dynamic between Phaedra and G is interesting, and I would not want Phaedra being friends with my husband because as quiet as it's kept, it does seem like they have gotten together. And the way that he was looking at her when they met up in that last part of the show, and they were talking about just his marriage and all of that and what's going to happen, the chemistry was just too much. It was too much. But that's about it. The up and coming scenes are a hot mess to me. Now, clearly it looks like the same stuff that Qua went through with Dr. G being controlling. She's having to deal with that in her situation, and then she has this big outburst when Qua shows up with Phaedra. And I wanted to say this about Heavenly. What kind of friend is Heavenly? Going back to Quad and Heavenly, I know Heavenly mentioned that they were not, or no, Quad mentioned that she's not on good terms with Heavenly, and she basically Heavenly posted that she was out with Sweet Tea or whatever. Now I'm with Quad on that. Like, if you're my friend and you're like a sister, why are you doing this to me? And I think about that. This is why I can't do the shady friends and stuff like that, because people be saying we're like sisters and we're like friends, but they be constantly shading and hating. And like Toya said, Heavenly is a hater at times. She's hated on every individual woman on the show. And it's like she does stuff. And I know she wants to create some drama to make the show juicier, but when does it stop? Like I said earlier, she does not have a bottom, and that's the part that would kind of piss me off, because it's like you keep constantly crossing the line. Where yesterday I told you I don't fight, but Heavenly crosses the line to the point where, okay, I might have to take one for the team and get active with this lady, because she really be playing in their face all the time. So let me know what y'all think about that, because that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And if I was Quad, I wouldn't talk to Heavenly. I don't like Simone either. They are boring. Simone, I'm on the fence with Simone. Initially, I didn't like her because I used to think her and Toya were the same person for on their first season. Now I could not tell them apart because they were all skinny too. Heavenly isn't anybody's friend, right? I agree, Pink Dynamite. I agree. Why in the hell would Phaedra bring Quad to that girl's party? Phaedra is wrong, dead wrong. Yeah, she was. Heavenly is no one's friend. She does way too much. She is a mean girl. Yes, she is a mean girl. I definitely would not have just got married and came on the show, because after the show, you might be going through a divorce after he sees the things that you said before the marriage. Right. And these shows be tearing people apart. But if she was not there, the show would be boring. You think so? Sweet Tea wasn't there, it would be boring. Heavenly is very disrespectful. Right. I would be knocked. Yes, I would have been knocked her wig off. Me too. Me too, because Heavenly be crossing that line. Dr. Jackie can leave the show. Yeah. Oh, and I thought it was so cute, Dr. Jackie with the brat. I thought that was so cute. Now y'all know who needs to be on the show. My gynecologist. I'm not gonna put all her business out there, but my gynecologist, I'm not gonna say her name. She was married to the man that was, I guess he was a partner in the soccer league, the actual soccer league, and he started embezzling money, and they had to confiscate her ring and all that. but I'm not gonna say my gynecologist's name. But I always wonder, like, why wasn't she on Married to Medicine? Because she has a true storyline. She yeah, she has a storyline. I may ask her one day, like, you didn't want to do Married to Medicine? Lamar, you said, I like how Simone gave the pep talk to Sweet Tea. That was nice of her. You like Sweet Tea, Lamar? And what pep talk did she give to oh, you mean when they was talking about her in the bathroom when she fell out or blew up? I can hear Simone's voice from right. No, Dr. Heavenly, if she was not there. Yeah, if Dr. Heavenly wasn't there, it would be boring. But I would be very mindful of the stuff that I discussed with Dr. Heavenly. Nobody has gotten Dr. Heavenly together yet. Well, Mariah tried. That's why I guess Mariah's off the show. Because it just seemed like Mariah and Dr. Heavenly bumped heads a whole lot. And Mariah kind of was that person that was like Heavenly. Mariah could throw shade, but it was nice, nasty shade, and it wasn't crossing the line. Lamar, we're going to have to talk. I don't know about this Sweet Tea. I know she's from Texas and all. And actually, Lamar, when we do talk, I need to tell you who she reminds me of. You should apply. You live down. No. I'm not going to do any reality shows. I can't. I literally lost my mind with YouTube and all the drama with this. Like, the YouTube streets are crazy. So I can only imagine what they deal with on these reality shows and the drama like that. I cannot do it, child. I think Phaedra makes the show. I think Phaedra adds the classy element to it. And I don't know if I was talking to you about this, Lamar, or not, but Phaedra adds that house. I think I was talking to you. Phaedra adds that housewives element to it. And that's why I like her on it. I wish she was back in the Housewives, to be honest, but I like her on here. But yes, I've been on 27 minutes and 57 seconds. So we got 3 more minutes. I was only going to go for about 30 minutes. Yes. Where did Barb's comment go? I miss Barb. Oh, talking about hearing her from Jupiter. Yes. Or hearing him from Jupiter. Let's see. Nobody has really checked Dr. Heavenly the right way. If they do, she would chill out some. But she gets loud and overtalks them. Dr. Heavenly needs somebody to do it. Do y'all think Phaedra could do it? Because Phaedra can read. Even though people have said that the famous read that she read, Kenya, was written by the producers or whoever. But I think Phaedra can get Dr. Heavenly together. If they bring the real Phaedra out. Because Phaedra, she's low down. We know she's low down. Karan said, I wish Toya's friend, the realtor, was still on. Who was Toya's friend? What realtor? See, I missed some seasons. I had stopped watching it. It was good. The last season that I fully watched, it might have been a while, was the season that Dr. Simone and her husband were going through the issues with that other woman. His friend that looked like a lesbian, but I guess he was messing around. I don't know if he was messing around with her or not, but I know that friend was living with them. That was the last full season that I watched. And then I did watch part of the season last year with Anila. I watched when Cone Tessa was on there, but I didn't like Cone Tessa. Let's see. If they are loose on her, she could do it. Who? Phaedra? Yeah, I agree. The time. Yes. I'm trying to let me just tell you this. I'm trying to keep my sanity. Like I'm involved in a lot of different things outside of YouTube and plus having a family. So it's like I don't want to do too much and put myself in too many different projects because it's a lot. And then y'all get me on a sabbatical again and I won't come back. And I wish Young Rich was here because I caught her comment yesterday. I saw it after I got off talking about see you next year. But But yes, it's still better than Potomac and Beverly Hills, Married to Medicine. So I was going to review Potomac tomorrow. I heard Potomac is going to build up, and then me and Chi-Town are supposed to be binge watching Bell Collective. I want to review Bell Collective on Friday. If I don't do Bell Collective on Friday, I will probably do Love and Marriage Huntsville because I haven't talked about that show in a long time, and I want to talk about them. Saturday, I may do Bell Collective. I'm going to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then Sunday, I'll come back and do something. But I need to put out content. I want to get more. I do want to get more active on YouTube again. And get my watch hours up, because when they demonetized my channel, first of all, my channel, they said I was demonetized for reused content. And I know I talk about this every live, but for those that don't know, my channel was demonetized back in June for reused content. And I assumed it was when I was posting those love and marriage lives from IG. That was why I was demonetized. So when I deleted all of those lives, that deleted my watch hours. And with YouTube to monetize, you have to have 4,000 watch hours within 365 days. So within this last year, I didn't do a lot of YouTube because I was focused on work, and I was posting some lives. And so that took away a lot of my watch hours. So I'm only at probably about 1,500 watch hours, and I need to get to 4,000. So we gonna get it together, y'all. Phaedra could gather heavenly if she really wanted to. I know she could. That damn Marie, I could ring. Yes, the last time I watched Bell Collective, I watched the first season. Marie was allegedly scamming people when Jen Shaw stuff was coming out on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Marie had her own fraud going on. Well, allegedly, it was fraud going on with Medicaid as well. So I do want to get back in the Bell Collective. I tried to watch that second season because the father from Bringing on Sanjay father from Bring It On was on there, married to a woman named Gucci. Is that her name? I just thought about it now. Her name was Gucci, and I did not care for her, but allegedly Gucci got into it with Sanjay mama, and I guess it's been drama from there. They was wrong to do that to you. Over the weekend, I will binge watch all your stuff over to get. Thank you so much, Toria. I need it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, but yeah, that Maria. And I think another reason why I stopped watching Bell Collective is because they got rid of the dentist, and they never explained why she wasn't on the show anymore. And then what's her name? The lady that had brought them all together, I forgot her name, and her husband was cheating on her and possibly got somebody else pregnant. Like, it was a lot going on. The people they need to take off YouTube, I 100% agree. But I'm gonna get off here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, The Candy Shop. Hit that like button. Watch some of my videos over again. Also, follow me on IG. If you have show ideas or clips, all of that, inbox me on IG. I am The Candy Shop, I think _Candace. I'm also on TikTok as The Candy Shop as well. See, Glenn. Oh, so that wasn't his baby. Okay, I gotta watch then. But make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, hit me up on IG. Follow me on TikTok. And everybody's name is Letitia. I can't deal with all these Letitias because they be shady. JJ and Gucci. Yes, I love me some JJ. I couldn't remember his name. But I'm going to talk with y'all later. This was fun. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to try to watch Potomac and review it. It may just be a freestyle show. If I'll still talk about Potomac, but if I can't stretch it out at least 30 minutes, we might have to just change the subject and start talking about some hot topics or something. So I will see y'all later. Bye, everybody. Where is my theme music? I'm going to play my old theme song. But bye, everybody.
But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. How is everyone doing out there? The Candy Shop. I am so excited.